Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
The spirit of the Golden Empire. This is 17 News at Sunrise.
Cyberbullying, catfishing, sexting. Do you know everything your teen is doing online? Still ahead, tips every parent needs to hear as police bring an important workshop to our community.
It is a plague. It's getting worse. We need to take action.
Millions of dollars pledged to help reach those living on the streets with an emphasis on the most vulnerable. We'll tell you what Flood Bakersfield plans to do with the new funds.
A popular event and exhibit pulled from the Kern County Fair after concerns over a contagious disease. We'll explain on this Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019.
56 out of the temperature right now for Bakersfield with a light wind out of the north-northwest at 3 miles per hour. And here's a look at the temperatures throughout the day, starting out in the 50s, and then we'll be back into the lower 70s this afternoon. And then for the mountains, we're at 43. Humidity at 100% with a dew point at 43, so you definitely have some clouds there out of the Tehachapi area. West-northwest it's at 7, so the winds have calmed down a little for you as well. And here's a look at the hour-by-hour forecast throughout the day. By 7 a.m. upper 30s, and then you'll see temperatures in the upper 50s by this afternoon.
New here at Sunrise, a popular event at the Kern County Fair isn't happening this year. The Kern County Fair is canceling the poultry show and live poultry exhibits because of an outbreak of the contagious and deadly virulent Newcastle disease affecting poultry populations statewide. In rare cases, people working with sick birds can become infected with symptoms like pink eye. So the state veterinarian and State Department of Food and Agriculture recommended California fairs cancel all live poultry events. The Kern County Fair says all other livestock events and exhibits are still on. The fair runs September 18th through the 29th.
Bakersfield police are investigating a deadly crash in northeast Bakersfield. It happened just before 9 o'clock last night on Haley Street near the Bakersfield College campus. BPD says a man was walking in the road. That's when a truck headed north on Haley hit and killed the man. The driver of that truck stopped and is cooperating with police. BPD says alcohol, drugs, and speed do not appear to be factors in this crash.
A plea deal has been reached in the case of a man whose body was burned and buried in a southwest Bakersfield backyard. You may remember in January, a dog discovered the body of Joseph Lara at a home on Hathaway Avenue. Investigators say Lara bought drugs from David Williams and overdosed at Williams' home. Investigators allege Williams got Kaylee Morrison and Dennis Marquin to help him bury Lara's body before they buried him in the yard. An autopsy revealed Joseph Lara had meth, cocaine, and fentanyl in his system at the time of death and ruled the death an accident. But prosecutors charged Williams with voluntary manslaughter and several other felonies. Yesterday, Williams accepted a plea deal. He pleaded no contest to involuntary manslaughter and a charge related to a separate drug case. Prosecutors say Williams faces up to 6 years in prison, but will likely serve less than 3 years behind bars. Kaylee Morrison and Dennis Marquin are charged as accessories and are due in court tomorrow.
The county is taking a big step to help combat homelessness.
Is an important step in the right direction for our system of care.
Yesterday, the Board of Supervisors unanimously voted to approve a 3-year plan that will put more outreach specialists on Bakersfield streets. The nearly $3 million project will be paid for by the state-funded Mental Health Services Act. The county will contract with Flood Ministries to increase its street outreach team from 4 workers to 15. They will focus on those who are most vulnerable, including the mentally ill and people facing addiction. The plan went into effect yesterday and runs through June 2021.
5:06 now. Cybersecurity is an issue we cover extensively here at 17 News. Bakersfield police have been working with local high schools to raise awareness of the dangers of social media. 17's Karen was at one of their workshops and has information that every parent should hear.
BPD has been working to educate parents and students on cyberbullying, catfishing, sexting, and online security. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt.
Anyone who is out there, you could be a prey for somebody.
Suli Perez is a mother of a 13-year-old girl and 17-year-old boy.
I can see where they may say something and not realizing that companies do look at your social media accounts for many years back. So that is a concern as well.
It's not to say that social media is a bad thing. It's not, but it is important to make sure that we use it positively and wisely, and to make sure that the image that we portray on social media is a good representation of, themselves and their character.
In terms of security, BPD says families should discuss and mutually agree upon privacy settings.
Personal information should definitely not be shared online. Things like email addresses, phone numbers, at-home addresses, even where they go to school.
And when it comes to cyberbullying, if your kid becomes a victim, BPD recommends tell your child not to engage, block the bully, document each incident in case the situation gets worse, and most importantly,
just making them feel safe and secure that they can go and talk to adults about these kinds of things, and that they're going to be there to ultimately protect them and help them solve the situation. That's, I think, the best thing that they can do to make them feel comfortable to report the incident if it does happen.
Now, if you'd like to request this presentation on internet safety, you can contact BPD Community Relations at 326-3052. I'm Karen Hua, 17 News.
And we also have information about how to keep your kids safe online. We've posted it all on our website. Just go to kget.com and click on the Cyber Safe link. The city of McFarland's getting ready to say goodbye to its police chief. After more than 3 years at the helm of the McFarland Police Department, Chief Scott Kimball's headed to the other side of the county. He's going to be the new police chief in Arvin. Kimball will replace Jerry Breckenridge, who became the Arvin city manager. Later today, the city of McFarland's hosting a farewell celebration to honor and thank Kimball from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at the McFarland Veterans Community Center.
The Veterans Affairs Greater Los Angeles Healthcare System is hosting an open house to help local veterans. It's happening from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. today at the Bakersfield Community-based outpatient clinic on Westwind Drive. It's considered a one-stop shop where veterans and family members can receive information about VA specialty programs, local job opportunities, and healthcare enrollment.
An innovative program's bringing the classroom to life by teaching kids how to grow and cook their own food. The Edible Schoolyard teaches kids kindergarten through 6th grade how to garden and then cook the food they grow. All of the lessons can be tied back to the state Common Core and Next Generation Science standards, cultivating sharp minds and healthy hearts. But program coordinators say it's also about fostering internal growth.
I think students, pick up things in the garden and kitchen that they might not by reading a book, just because it is hands-on. We are all different kinds of learners, so there are a lot of light bulb moments that happen in the Edible Schoolyard.
The program's flagship garden is rooted in Southwest Bakersfield, but now a mobile kitchen classroom's rolling out thanks to a new van donated by Mercedes-Benz of Bakersfield.
Kind of like practicing what you teach. It's actually a really neat program there. It is 5:21 now, and Houchin Blood Bank and Ben & Jerry's are teaming up to offer the Bakersfield community free ice cream. It's in honor of Free Cone Day next Tuesday, April 9th. Uncle's Barbecue will be cooking up hot dogs while Ben & Jerry's scoops up free ice cream cones, and people who donate blood will get a free pint of ice cream. It's happening Tuesday night from 6 to 8 at Houchin's Bolt House location.
The chain has not been in town for long, but Ono Hawaiian's already opening its 3rd restaurant in Bakersfield. The chain first opened in Bakersfield last year. It offers plates of island food like chicken katsu and short ribs with rice and sauces. This Ono Hawaiian will be on Easton Drive near the old Cindy's on Highway 99 and California Avenue. The other 2 Ono Hawaiian joints are on Mount Vernon Avenue and Rosedale Highway. Bakery chain Nothing Bundt Cakes is opening its 300th shop and wants to celebrate by giving out free confetti bundles at its bakeries. But there's a catch. The giveaway is happening for 300 seconds. If you want to try and grab a free cake, you can head to the Nothing Bundt Cakes Bakery at Frugatti Plaza. That's at the corner of Coffee and Truxton. The giveaway is happening next Tuesday from April 9th at 3 p.m. Remember, it's only 300 seconds long, though, so you better be there on time. It's officially spring, and for many people that means tackling big home improvement projects, which often involve hiring help. Money expert Stacey Johnson joins us with some tricks of the trade to help and save you time and money.
When you hire help, you want the best. And that's why people hire contractors. They're licensed, which means they've got some level of knowledge. But contracting is like any other profession. There are tricks of the trade, and there might be ones that cost you money and make them money. For example, are they even contractors? It's a common trick to say they're licensed when they're not. How do you know? Well, you go online or you call your state's licensing division and you check. Another common trick, they're going to show you pics of fancy work they said they completed, but maybe they just downloaded those pictures of other people's work. Solution, get references, then actually go see that past work. Then there's what's known as spiking the contract. That's paying big bucks up front, supposedly for materials. You don't want to be prepaying, okay? As a matter of fact, don't even make your last payment the day the job's complete. Wait a week or so. Make sure you like it. Then make the last payment. Trick number 4, underbidding. If you get a bid that's low relative to others, beware. You're probably in for some upside surprises mid-project. Finally, there's taking too long. Someone who's taking on too many jobs could take forever to finish yours. Include a penalty for finishing late. Bottom line, every trade has its tricks and construction is no exception. So before you build that project, build your knowledge. Want more advice? Just go to MoneyTalksNews.com and do a search for contractors. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacey Johnson.
Money Talks is brought to you by your local consumer credit counseling service. If you've got debt problems or just want some free budget counseling, call today.
Thanks for listening to the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's a 15-minute summary of everything you need to know about Kern County. There's a new episode every weekday.